वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा साक्षात् कृतं दयानन्दं परमात्मस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदं वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृष्णं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तम् अस्मै पाणिनये नमः वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च नतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तमाविद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम्
अल्पाक्षरम्
अक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम्
विश्वतोमुखम्
सारवत् विश्वतोमुखम्
स्तोभम्
अस्तोभम् अनवद्यं च
सूत्रविदो विदुः
सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः.
There's a lot of static from your voice.
Yeah, voice is not very clear, Sharanji.
breaking off.
Barely hear you.
Here?
There is some disturbance, like not very audible.
Static is coming.
Just give me 2 minutes.
Okay.
Anyway, we will chant this Nageshwara Sutras. Then I'll correct it. You hear me?
Yes, Shanti.
Yes, sir.
Better, Sharanji.
Now it's better?
Yes, Shanti.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us chant Nageshwara Sutra now. Ayun
Ayun
Rilak
Krilak
Ong
Om
Ouch
I ouch
Havarat
Hayavarat
Lan
Lan
Nam
Namaranam Jabhai
Dash.
Gadash.
Gadash.
Dash.
Jagadash.
Chatato.
Chatatau.
Kapai.
Sar.
Shashasar.
Hal.
Hal. Akuhavisarjaniyanam. Kandah.
Talu.
Ichuyashanam. Talu.
Rashanam.
Riturashanam. Mudha.
Lasanam. Dantaha.
Vitulasanam. Dantaha.
Upupatmaniyanam. Poshtau.
Padmaniyanam. Ushtu.
Nyamangananam nasika cha.
Yamananam nasikacha.
Edaitogo kanthatalu.
Edaitoho kantatalu.
Odautogo kantha oshtam.
Dautoho kanta oshtam.
Akarasya danta oshtam.
Makarasya danta oshtam.
Kvamuli yasya jakhva mulyam.
Yasya jimulyam.
Nasika anuswarasya.
Nasika anuswarasya.
Ramo sada vijayate.
Ramo Rajamani sada vijayate. Ramam Ramesham bhaje.
Ramam Ramesham bhaje.
Vishacharachamu.
Ramena Bihata
Nishacharachamuhu.
Ramaya Tasmai
Ramaya tasmai namaha.
Ramaya tasmai namaha.
Ramannasti parayanam parataram.
Ramannasti parayanam parataram.
Ramasya dasosmyaham.
Ramasya dasosmyaham.
Rame chitraya sada bhavatu me.
Rame
Chitraya sada bhavatu me.
O Rama
Muddara.
How is the audio now? Can you hear me?
Now it is better.
No, yeah.
Yes. Okay. It's clear now. So I'll just
Just
outshas tabyam bis
bis
ebyam bis yasyam bis
yes.
yes os ni os sup. So I'll just tiptasji,
Tiptasji.
sipthastha,
Siptastha.
nipvasmas,
Nipvasmas.
ta atam jha,
Tamja.
thas atam dvam,
Thas.
Dvam.
it vahi mahing,
It.
Mahing.
ti taha anti,
Anti.
si taha tha,
Taha.
mi vaha maha,
Mi. Vaha. Maha.
te ate ante, se athe dve, ye vahe mahe, in the last class we saw the dhatu, I think I dhatu. Was it dhatu? I dhatu we saw in the last class? Ayate, ayate, ayante.
Yes, we saw it.
I think we saw
That we saw. Yeah, we saw kam.
Kamayat.
Okay,
Kamayate.
kam dhatu, kamayate. Fine. Kamu dhatu. Okay, then. And take this dhatu, yam dhatu. Simple one. Can you see yama?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Starting from this dhatu, starting this all these dhatus, this file which I already sent you, you can see these are anya mukhya dhatavaha, other important dhatus. Their latlakara forms are given here. For example, gupu will become gopayati. The form is gopayati. Kamu, which we saw in the last class, becomes kamayate. Tij, the form is different. Titikshate. It's atmanipadi dhatu. Titikshate, titikshete, titikshante. Similarly, kit. From that only we get the forms chikitsati, vichikitsati, chikitsa, chikitsa. Those words we get from kit dhatu. Man, mimamsate, mimamsete. So man dhatu. So these are important dhatus here listed out. So in this category, we can take yama, just taking some dhatu. Yama. And the previous dhatu, gaml, that is gam dhatu, which we know, we are very familiar with gam dhatu. The gam dhatu form will be gacchati, gacchataha, gacchanti. Gam become gach. Similarly, the dhatu yama will become yach. Yama will become yach. So these dhatus, the forms will change. The forms will change when it is followed by the shap pratyaya. So these dhatus, gam becomes gach. Only when the shap, only when the pratyaya beginning with shakara, the it letter follows. Shit. Only when the shakara, the it letter follows. Otherwise, it will not change. You will see the same dhatu, gam dhatu. For example, gam dhatu, you will see the form in future tense will be gamishyati. Gam will be gamishyati. we will see future tense. Similarly, in Karmani Priyaga, which also we are going to see later, that becomes Gamyate. The Gam will remain as Gam only. Only when the Shap, only when the Pratyaya, not only Shap, the Shakara, the Pratyaya beginning with Shakara. Since this belongs to first Gana, so Gam plus Shap plus, then the Ting suffix, Ting Pratyaya comes. So Shap comes, Gana Vikarana. And Shap, the beginning of the Pratyaya is Shakara. So Gam changes its Rupam to Gach. Gam changes its Rupam to Gach. Similarly, this Dhatu also, Yam Dhatu, that will become Yach. That becomes Yach. So, Yachati, Yachataha, Yachanti. Yachati, Yachataha, Yachanti. Yachasi, Yachataha, Yachata iti. So now, you can decline the form. Yam plus Shap plus Ti. The Latlakara form. Yam plus Shap plus Ti. Now, Ganesh, please do the Latlakara form.
So yachati, yachataha, yachanti.
Yes.
Yachasi, yachataha, yachatha. Yachami, yachavaha, yachamaha.
Yes. If you have Dhatu Kosha with you, you can just try to find out the Dhatu, Yam Dhatu. Becoming the Dhatu Kosha with you.
Notion.
Please can take. You'll be using Dhatu Kosha today. So you can keep the Dhatu Kosha open.
Right.
So now the next one. But continue.
Lang lakara. Ayachat,
Yes.
ayachatam, ayachan. Ayachaha, ayachatam, ayachata. Ayacham, ayachava, ayachama.
Good. Next person. Ramaji.
Lot lakara. Is it lot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lot Lakara. Yes.
Yachatu, yachatam, yachantu. Yeah.
Yacha.
Yachatam, yachata. Then yachani, yachava, yachama.
Chani, Ichava, Ichama. Okay, next person. Sumatiji.
Yeah.
You can
Ling
do
lakara.
Ling Lakara.
Yachet, yachetam, yacheyuhu, yachehe, yachetam, yacheta, yacheyam, yacheva, yachema.
This Dhatu Kosha already I sent. You can check here. The Dhatu Kosha, Dhatu is Yama. It is first Gana, Parasmipadi. You can see here. Yama, Uparame. This Yama, Niyama, these words come from this Dhatu Yama. The form is Yam only after removing the ith letter Akara, which is the Anunasika. This Yam becomes Yach in the first Gana because Shat follows. So therefore you get the form Yachati, Ayachat, then Yachatu or Yachet iti. So you get these forms. You can note this Dhatu. So this to check, to offer, that's the meaning of this, or to lift, to show. So these are the meaning. To restrain, that meaning also is the Yam Dhatu. And you have got another Dhatu also, Echati. I mean the same form Echati can also mean, here the Echati means restrain, to check, to control. That is the meaning, Uparame. But we have the form Echati, which means it has got another meaning. What is that meaning? Echati. Saha Shishyaya Upadesham Echati. So here the Echati means
To give.
to give. Echyate means to give. That is not from this dhatu. You can please note. This yama is uparame, whereas that dhatu, that echyati, the form is different, not from this dhatu. That is from the dhatu dan dhatu. You have to go before dan. You can see here dan, dane, which is first gana parasmaipati dhatu. Nakara is ith letter, so da is the form, and da will become h when the pratyaya beginning with shakara, the ith letter follows, da will become h. So that is why da plus shap plus ti will become echyati. Da plus shap plus ti will become echyati. So means to give. Da means to give. So echyati, echyataha, echanti. So the forms will be echyati in lat lakara, ayachat in lang lakara, echyatu in lot, echet in ling. Same as yama, yam dhatu. The forms are same, but the meanings are different. So depending on the context, we have to know the meaning. So echyate means to give, echyati means to restrain. This is for these four lakaras. Lat lakara, lang lakara, lot lakara, and ling lakara. These are called sarvadhatuka lakaras. The shap pratyaya, since shap pratyaya follows the dhatu, and shap being a shit, the beginning of the pratyaya is shakara, ith letter. Therefore, yam becomes h, and da also becomes h. Therefore, you have the same forms. So you can remember these two dhatus. Da dhatu, which means dane, and yam means uparame. The forms of these two dhatus will be same. Depending on the context, we have to take the meaning. It's clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sure.
You can mark in the dhatu kosha. Dan, dane, and yama, yam, uparame.
Sharanji, this
Yeah.
dadati comes from the
That
same
is
dhatu.
different gana. That is second gana. Dadati gives. That also you can see.
So dhatu is different.
Second gana. You can see the dhatu below that. Dan, lavane is the dap lavane.
Dap.
Not that one, sorry. The second gana dhatu, which is the not second gana, third gana. Above dan, you see dudanch is there.
Dudan.
Dane, da. Third gana, it is ubeyapadi, to give. That is second gana, third gana dhatu. So this da dhatu is in many gana. I mean, da as such, like third gana and first gana, and you can see the second gana also is there. In second gana, the meaning is different, to cut. In third gana, it is to give. There the duplication happens. So dadati, dadataha, dadati, the forms will be like that. Third gana. And it is ubeyapadi. Third gana, ubeyapadi. Okay, third gana, the forms, the derivations we have not seen. So that dhatu is dudanch dhatu. Okay. So now, moving on further. So we have done all the lakaras. Now, in the same list of dhatus, important dhatus here, quickly go through that. You can see pa dhatu will become piba. Pa will become piba. Pibati, pibataha, pibanti. So pa dhatu, when followed by the pratyaya, beginning with the letter shakara, pa changes its rupam to piba. So all these dhatus, you can see starting from here onwards, you can mark it this mark these dhatus. These dhatus maybe I will mark it in different color. These dhatus, the rupam changes. Yam becomes yach, pa becomes pib, gra to smell becomes jigr. So jigrati, jigrataha, jigranti. And dma means to blow. Dma will become dhama. Shankan, dadmo, pratak. Dadmo in first chapter Gita it comes. Dadmo, there it is lit lakara. So lat lakara will be dhamati, dhamataha, dhamanti. Dhamasi, dhamataha, dhamata. Dhamami, dhamavaha, dhamavaha. This dma dhatu, it is, you will find in the first chapter of the Gita. Shankan, dadmo, dadmatuhu, you will find. So dhatu is dhamma dhatu. Dhamma, to blow. Dhamma. Similarly, shtha dhatu. Shtha will become stha. Shtha will become stha, the form changes. Drishir, that is drish dhatu. The content of this dhatu is drish only. Here the repa as well as the e, they are it letters. So drishir, the content is drish. Drish is the dhatu. Drish, to see. The form of drish changes to pashya. So you get pashyati, pashyataha, pashyanti. In all these sarvadhatuka lakaras, that is lat, lang, lot and ling, you will get the same. The form will be pashyati. Whereas in karmani prayoga, we'll see later, that becomes drishyate. Drish will remain as it is because followed by a different pratyaya, not the pratyaya beginning with shakara. There the form changes. So these dhatus, which have been marked the color in a different color, these dhatus, the form changes only when the pratyaya beginning with shakara, it letter follows. The next one, da. Da, it is in this first gana also. Da, which it is in first gana also. In the second gana, in the third gana we saw it is there. In first gana also it is there. In first gana also the dhatu da is there, which also means to give. Which also means to give only. Da, to give. So that becomes echati. You can see the first gana dhatu. That is what we saw just now. Yeah, Dani. First gana dhatu. Just now we saw. First gana, it is parasmipadi. Da becomes echati. Okay. Da becomes echati. Then rich dhatu. Here the dhatu, I think it is dhatu is dhatu becomes richati. Dhatu. Means to go. Dhatu is the form changes to rich. The dhatu here is dhatu becomes richati. Gatau. Richati means to go. Then sri becomes dav. Dhatu sri doesn't become sarati. It becomes sarati, that is a different dhatu. But here this dhatu, sri, which is in the first gana, the form will become dav. So you get davati. Sri dhatu. First gana, in the sense, gatau. First gana, it is parasmipadi dhatu, which means to go, to run. You can check the dhatu kosha. So sri will become dav. So davati, davataha, davanti. In all the four lakaras, the form will be dav. And another important dhatu, which is shadlu, not shadlu, it is shadlu. Shadlu will become sad. The dhatu is shadlu, whose form will become sad when followed by shap pratyaya. You can remember a shap pratyaya. There is no harm in that. But the rule is when the pratyaya beginning with shakara follows, this dhatu changes its form, corresponding form. So shadla becomes sad. Shadula becomes Sad, and after that, it further changes happen. Becomes Sidati. Sorry, the Shadula is the content of Shadula is Sad, and the Sad will become Sida. Okay, the Sad will become Sida. The Shadula, the Dhatu, the Shadula, whose content after removing the Ita letter is Sad, and the Sad changes its Rupam to Sida. So you get Sidati, Sidataha, Sidanti. Sidati means Upavishati. Upavishati ityartaha, Sidati. So Shadula. And this is an important dhatu. From this dhatu only the word Upanishad comes. The word Upanishad, the dhatu being the same, Shadula, with the Upasarga, Ni and Upa. So the meaning of the dhatu changes. It becomes Upanishad. So that's why this dhatu is very important dhatu. Dhatu is Shadula. The content of the dhatu after removing the letter is Sad. And the Sad will become Sida when it is followed by the Pratyaya beginning with Shakara with letter. So you get Sidati, Sidata, Sidanti. If you check the meaning of this dhatu, in the Dhatu Kosha, you will find the meaning. The first Gana, which is in the first Gana, we will find the meaning. Because this dhatu is in the sixth Gana also, there it is different. In the first Gana, you see Visharana Gati Avasadhaneshu. Visharana Gati Avasadhaneshu. These are the words which Bhashikara also uses. Visharana Gati Avasadhaneshu. So to break, to perish, to go, these are the meaning. In addition to that, to sit, that meaning also is Sidati, to sit. Sidanti mama gatrani, mukam cha padishushati. In Gita also we see. Veputascha sarire me, roma harshascha jayate. Sidanti just drops, loosens. That is meaning. The seed, the Shadula dhatu has got many meanings. So Visharana Gati Avasadana, that is to break, to go, to fall, that is one meaning. Another meaning is to sit. Upavishati. That meaning also it is there. In the Dhatu Kosha, it is in English meaning it is given. Another important thing is the meanings of these dhatus which are given in the book. These are only the known popular meaning. Sometimes you may find the meaning of the dhatus different from what are given in the books, Dhatu Kosha, Dhatu Pata, because those meanings are also available for the dhatu, not through the Dhatu Pata, Dhatu Kosha, but those meanings are also there in the language. That is why we say Dhatunam Anekartaha. Dhatunam Anekartaha. A dhatu has many meanings. We cannot say this dhatu has got only this meaning. Sometimes you find a dhatu, the context where the meaning of the dhatu is different from what is given in the Dhatu Pata. So from that we understand this dhatu also got this meaning, another meaning. So Dhatunam Anekartaha. That is by default. A dhatu can have more meanings. Whatever meanings we know are given here, these are the popular meanings. So like this dhatu, Shadula, which means to sit, that meaning is not there in the Dhatu Kosha. Visharana Gati Avasadana. None of these have that meaning. The meaning of this dhatu, Shadula, Visharana means loosening. Visharana Gati is movement. Avasadana is destruction. These are the meanings for this dhatu, Sad. But it can also mean to sit. That meaning is not there. But that meaning is, the language it is there, therefore it is included as the English meaning. You can see that Dhatu Kosha. So Sidati, Upavishati. So we need to understand that. Okay. So,
சரண்ஜி,
yes.
நீங்க இதுக்கு முன்னாடி எடுத்த கிளாஸ்ல வந்து விசேஷ தாத்தவகையில வந்து இந்த ஷத்லு சொல்லி நீங்க எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணல, ரெண்டும் சேம் தானா? அது
Vishesha Dhatu.
விசேஷ தாத்தவகன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நீங்க ஒரு 11 தாத்து சொன்னீங்க. அதுல வந்து இந்த
Yes, yes.
ஷட்ஜுல வந்து it
Yes,
says-
yes. Yeah, it is Shadru. Vishesha Dhatu. Those dhatus are listed here. Yes. Okay. Fine. These are Vishesha Dhatu. You can call it Vishesha Dhatus because these forms changes. You need to note one thing. The form changes only when the Shakaradi Pratyaya follows. Shakaradi Pratyaya means the Pratyaya beginning with the it letter Shakara. When the Shakaradi Pratyaya follows, these dhatus Rupam change. Okay. Otherwise, no. Best easy way to remember is Gam Dhatu, which becomes Gachati. Because that is a dhatu, we know it. We often use the dhatu Gachati. Dhatu being Gam becomes Gachati. Okay. So continuing. What I said, you can keep a note, you can write it somewhere. Okay, these dhatus and dhatu nam anekartaha. A dhatu has many meanings. Whatever meanings we know from the dhatu pata, these are the popular meanings. Like the meaning of a word we know from the dictionary, from the Sanskrit dictionary, spoken Sanskrit.org. So many meanings are given. But generally we take the popular meaning. Other meanings we take depending on the context. Similarly, dhatu also. Like in Tamil, we say summa. Summa has got so many meanings. What is summa? It's similarly dhatu also. Summa. Okay. Now you can read the Subhashitam. Lataji, you can read.
अग्निशेषं मृणः शेषं शत्रुशेषं तथैव च पुनः पुनः प्रवर्धन्ते तस्माच्चेषं न रक्षयेत्.
Agnishesham, Rinashesham. You can read Agnihi Shesham also.
Okay.
So, Agnihi Shesham. What's Sandhi? Agnihi.
That's Visarga Sandhi Visarga followed by Shar letter. It's optional. Visarga is optional there.
Okay. Visarga, replacement of Visarga by Sakara is optional.
Yes. Visarga, replacement of Sakara is optional. So we can have either Agnihi Shesham or you can have Agnish Shesham. That Sakara becomes a Talavya Shakara again. So.
Shutta Sandhi happens. Okay. Now that same rule is Rinaha Shesham also.
Yes.
The second
And
line,
here also Shatru Shesham, Shatruhu Shesham. Now we replace that with
Yes.
Sakara. And then Sakara is Chitvam happens in Shakara.
yes, Shatruhu Shesham. You can say Shatru Shesham. Okay, now the next person, Sundarji. Shesham and Runaha. Sandhi between these two.
Shesham, Rinaha.
First line, yeah.
Is it Anuswara Sandhi?
Yes.
So, Al
Yes.
Makara followed by Al letter.
But Anuswara should not be there. Makara must be there. Okay, it's a mistake.
Yeah.
It is a vowel error. It is a vowel.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's
It is a vowel. It is Shesham.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it is Ach letter, not a Al letter.
Is my voice clear?
Yeah, it is very clear.
Yes, yes.
Because when Chandranji speaks, that time the voice was not clear, breaking. So I thought my voice is breaking. Okay.
No. Mine may be some trouble.
Okay. So this is a mistake. Just you have to spot the mistake. Must be makara.
What about the next sesham, Sharanji? The same
Yes.
line.
Yes.
That also must be makara, no?
That is
No.
correct. That is correct. That is Vanjala.
Where is Vyanjana? Chandranji. Can tell.
Ta is there, no? Chatu station Tadaiva.
Not that one. Not the, is asking the first line. Agnihi Shesham, Rinaha Shesham. That Shesham. Why it is, why makara not there?
Magara.
Why not
That
there?
is that end of end at the end, sir.
In fact, it is not the end actually. Okay. The
Avasana.
one line is the end.
Hmm.
I have
Okay.
folded the line into two, but it is
Okay.
one line. Agni Shesham, Rana Shesham, Shatru Shesham, Tataivacha is
Acha,
one line.
Okay.
So here
That means
also,
it is okay.
that's yes, it's
Hal-
okay.
Hal
Because
letter.
followed
Sha.
by Sha.
Hal
Shatru.
letter.
True.
Yeah. Now it is followed by the Hal letter, sir.
Therefore, makara becomes anuswara.
Yeah.
And the third one already Chandranji told, Shesham, Tataivacha, that takara, hal, therefore,
Yes.
anuswara. Then Sundarji, Tataivacha,
Tataivacha, tata evacha,
Vriddhi Siddhi.
tata evacha. Akara or af followed by yang. Vriddhi happens.
What is it again?
Akara or a followed by yang letter, I said. It should
Why
be H
yang?
letter.
H letter, yes.
H letter. A
H.
or O or O.
A-I-O-O.
H letter.
H letter. A-I-O-O. Then Vriddhi happens. Next line.
Punah pravardhante. Punaha plus punaha. This punah pravartante. In both the cases, visarga followed by pakara, where it is taking the form of upatmaniya. Therefore, punah pravardhante.
Pravardhante. What is pravardhante?
Pravardhante.
Dhatu is, you can guess the dhatu from the form of the Kriya Padam.
Vardhante. That is.
It has become vard. Pra upasarga. Ante pratyaya. You just remove that. Take vard alone.
Vard.
So what could have been the dhatu? Vard as vard, right? Vard has come. So what could have been the dhatu? Removing pra the upasarga, ante, the suffix that pratyaya things pratyaya also removed, you get vard only. You can guess the dhatu.
Gross.
Vadru.
Gross.
Oh, Vrid. Okay.
Meaning we are not asking.
Vriddha.
Dhatu is vridd dhatu.
Vriddha.
Vriddha.
Dhatu is vridd. Kameshwarji, it is not vardr. If it is vardr, what will happen? It becomes
Yeah, understood.
Vardhar it will become.
Yeah.
Upada is short ik, vridd. So adding shap pratyaya, the upada is vridd. It becomes vard. Clear, Sundarji?
Yes.
So that you can guess the dhatu. So it is vridd. Vridd dhatu. Vardate, vardete, vardante. With pra upasarga, pravardante. Grows. Okay, the next line. You can do Sundarji. You can split the sandhi.
Tasmat chesham na rakshayet. Tasmat chesham. That is tasmat shesham. That
One
means
sandhi.
tasmad. First it becomes tasmat, becomes tasmad, justva sandhi.
Yes.
Padantajal becomes justva.
Okay.
Tasmat chesham. And there it is chatva sandhi.
Yeah. Can you tell me what's the rule? Tasmad plus first year tasmad
That has become that. Yeah, tasmad shesham.
shesham. Okay. First one
No.
is just one. Okay. After that,
After that, it is jal followed by kar letter. It is replaced by char letter.
no, Chattva Sandhi. In the chart, you can see the chart. That
Yeah.
Chattva Sandhi comes later. Chattva Sandhi, it comes later. So before Chattva Sandhi is applied, is there any Sandhi you can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
possibility of applying?
Chutva.
Chutva Sandhi.
Yes.
Chutva Sandhi.
So what will happen in Chattva Sandhi?
When Tukara is in contact with Shakara,
Tu Tavarga. Tu means
Tavarga. There is whether, yeah, Tavarga. Tavarga will be replaced by Chavarga.
Okay.
That means it should be replaced by Tasmaj. It will be Tasmaj.
Tasmaj.
Tasmaj Shesham.
Okay. Tasmad Shesham. After that, sorry.
Okay. After that,
So this is Chattva Sandhi. You applied Chattva Sandhi now. Okay. After Chattva Sandhi,
when Jal letter is followed by Jash letter, no, yeah.
Jal followed by Jash, that will not apply.
Jash will not be applicable because Shesham is coming there.
Yeah. Jal followed by Jash. Jash is
Jal will be replaced by corresponding Char letter, that is Chattva Sandhi.
yes. This Jal followed by Jash, when you say the Jash includes only third and fourth letters of the classes. I mean, right?
Yeah.
So therefore,
Shakara will not be there.
Shakara not there. So you cannot apply that
Yeah.
second Jashva Sandhi. Whereas
Chattva Vidhi.
Chartha Vidhi applies because Jakara being a Jal followed by Kar. So what will be the?
It will be replaced by Chakara.
It will be Chakara. Sorry. So Tasmach, right? Plus
Tasmach Shesham.
Shesham. Then after that, either you can leave as it is Tasmach Shesham, or now the Chattva Vidhi comes.
Chattva Sandhi, Shakara when preceded by Padant
Good. Yeah.
Jai and followed by
Yes. Preceded by this J letter, Shakara,
Padant Jai.
then followed by Good. And that rule is optional.
Optionally by Chakara.
Optionally by Chakara. Therefore, you just by doing the Meranam, you get Tasmat Shesham. This is one. Other one is Tasmat Shesham. Okay. So this example covers all the possibilities, all the important rules pertaining to this Vyanjana Sandhi. So Tasma plus Shesham, first one is Dasha Sandhi. Second one, Chitta Sandhi. Third one, Chattva Sandhi. The last one, Chattva Sandhi. So all the four Sandhis are covered. Okay. Sandhi also we keep in touch. So don't forget Sandhi. Okay, then Today I will introduce the Kridanta. The last class, the Kridanta, the part of the video is not available. It's not, something happened. So I will cover the Kridanta, which I introduced in the last class. So you can listen. We have 4 important pratyas. One is subpratyas. Subpratyas which are added to Pratipadikam, number 1. Second one, ting pratyas, which are added to dhatus. So, sub ting, these pratyas gives you padam. Subantam padam. Subantam is padam or tingantam. Subantam, tingantam. Nama padam, kriya padam. These 2. There are other pratyas that are added to the dhatu or pratipadikam, which will give you a pratipadikam. Which will give you a pratipadikam. So in that category comes the Kridanta. The Krit pratyas are added to dhatus to get a new pratipadikam. And that pratipadikam can be declined in any gender. It can be declined in any gender. This Kridanta will act like an adjective to the noun in the sentence. So, Krit pratyas, there are pratyas added to dhatus to get a new pratipadikam. And the pratipadikam is a verbal derivative. The pratipadikam, the new pratipadikam, what is derived from a dhatu, adding Krit pratyaya, it has the verb equivalent in it. It has the verb equivalent in it. So therefore you will find the thing, that is the kriya padam, missing in the sentence. Even if kriya padam is not there, this Kridanta pratipadikam, that plays a role of the kriya padam. It is because it is equivalent to verbal derivative. It's equivalent to verbal form. You can supply kriya padam always. Asti bhavati, we can always supply. Even if it is not there in the sentence, these verbal derivatives, they play the role of a verb. They are not really verb, but they are verbal equivalent. Since they are derived from the verb, therefore they play the role of a verb. And a sentence without a verb is not a sentence. The sentence, there must be a verb. Kriya padam must be there. And these play the role of the verb. Even that, if you want to add kriya padam, you can always add asti, bhavati, or vartate. Like that, you can add any kriya padam. That will not change the meaning of this sentence. So now, dhatu plus ting pratyaya, you get tingantam, which is kriya padam. Dhatu plus krit pratyaya, you get kridantam, which is a pratipadikam, not a padam. So kridantams are pratipadikam, not padam. So to get a pratipadikam from a dhatu, what pratyaya you need to add? Krit pratyaya. Krit is what? Is it only one pratyaya? Krit pratyaya? No. Krit means it denotes a set of pratyas. A lot of pratyas are there in the Krit topic. Krit is the name of the pratyaya, the name of the set of pratyas, not just any one pratyaya. There are so many Krit pratyas. There are so many Krit pratyas. Supratyas we know they are 21 in number. Ting pratyas we know they are 18. Pasmipadi 9, Atmipadi 9. But Krit pratyaya, how many? We cannot say. So many pratyas are there. The third chapter of the Sutra Pata, you will find a lot of pratyas. These pratyas are added in a certain meaning. That we will see. So Krit means, don't think Krit means that's the crew only. No. Krit is a general name, generic name, general name to denote a number of pratyas. So among these, the Krit pratyaya, first we are going to see the Krit pratyaya, which will give you an avyayam. Which will give you an avyayam. That is what we saw in the last class. So therefore, the pratipadikam which is derived by adding the Krit pratyaya, it is called Kridantam. Kridantam means Kridanta pratipadikam. Krit anta pratipadikam Kridantam. And the derived pratipadikam, derived Kridanta pratipadikam, it is declinable in all the genders. If it is declinable. If it is not declinable, if it is an avyaya, then it's a different case. Avyaya cannot be declined. There are some pratyayas which will give you avyayam. There are some pratyayas which will give you pratipadikam. If it is a pratipadikam, then it can be declined in all the genders. Clear? Up to
Yes,
this?
Sharan.
Yes, sure.
Yes.
So the important thing you need to remember is Krit pratyayas are added to dhatus. Are added to dhatus to get a new pratipadikam or avyaya. The avyaya is called, it is derivative indeclinables. There are indeclinables in the language. Naturally available indeclinables. This is created indeclinables. Derivative indeclinables. There are some Krit pratyayas which will result in creating a new avyaya from the dhatu. These are Kridanta avyayam, derivative indeclinables. Now I am giving some information. You can just keep that information in the corner of your mind. It will be useful. This is with regard to the Sutra Pata, Ashtadhyayi. Ashtadhyayi, you know, it has got 8 chapters, each chapter having 4 sections. So the third chapter which has got 4 sections, in that chapter, the Krit pratyayas, the Ting pratyayas, all these pratyayas are covered. The third chapter. The third chapter, fourth chapter, fifth chapter, these 3 chapters are very important chapters in the Ashtadhyayi. They deal with the pratyayas. All the pratyayas of the grammar, they are covered in this third, fourth, and fifth chapters. So these pratyayas are added to prakritis. Prakriti can be a pratipadikam or can be a dhatu, depending on the pratyaya you add. So the third, fourth, and fifth chapters, it means that the 12 sections, each chapter has got 4 sections, therefore 12 sections, they deal with pratyayas. We are not interested in the 4th and 5th chapter. We are interested only in the 3rd chapter, because the third chapter you will find the Ting pratyayas and Krit pratyayas. So the 3rd chapter deals with pratyayas added to dhatus. So the prakriti is dhatu. The prakriti is dhatu. Whereas in the 4th and 5th chapter, the prakriti is pratipadikam. Okay. So the prakriti is dhatu for the pratyayas which are covered in the 3rd chapter. The prakriti is pratipadikam for the pratyayas which are covered in the 4th chapter and 5th chapter. Now you tell me, where will be the supratyayas? So, ouches, where will be in the Ashtadhyayi? Which chapter? You can guess.
Fourth chapter? Fourth or fifth? Yeah.
It will be 4th or 5th. Because those pratyayas are added to the prakriti pratipadika. And Tin pratyas. Tin pratyas will be
Third.
Third
third
chapter.
chapter. It can be only the third chapter. And in the third chapter, it can be in any section. Forget about the sections. Sections are not important. But it is in the third chapter. Okay. It is in the third chapter. Therefore, even before, I talked about the third chapter, the importance of the dhatus in the third, the pratyas in the third chapter. Now, you tell me, what pratyas are classified into sarvadhatukam and ardhadhatukam? Is this classification applicable for all the pratyas covered in all the chapters 3, 4, 5? Can think and tell.
For dhatus, right?
Yeah. Yes. Please complete.
I think they apply only for dhatus, right? Sarvadhatukam.
It is only, yeah. Sarvadhatukam, ardhadhatukam, these names are applicable only to the pratyas which are added to dhatus. So therefore, the pratyas which are covered in the third chapter only can have the name sarvadhatukam or ardhadhatukam, not the pratyas in the fourth chapter or fifth chapter. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Sarvadhatuka, ardhadhatuka pratyas refer to pratyas added to dhatus. And the pratyas added to dhatus are covered in the third chapter. Therefore, sarvadhatuka, ardhadhatuka, the classification only for the pratyas in the third chapter, not for the fourth and fifth chapter. So that is why when you see here in this su aujas, outshas, there you see shas. Shas is here, dvitiya, vibhakti, bhagavachanam shas. So if I ask you shas, is it a sarvadhatukam or ardhadhatukam, then what will be your answer?
None.
Doesn't apply.
It's
Doesn't
not
apply.
apply. Yeah, not
Not
apply.
applied. Because these pratyas are added to pratipadika. Therefore, it is not in the third chapter. It is in the fourth chapter. The third chapter deals with pratyaya added to dhatus. These pratyas are added to pratipadikam. Therefore, it is not in the third chapter. If it is not in the third chapter, then the sanya sarvadhatukam or ardhadhatukam doesn't apply here. Is it clear? Is it confusing?
Yes, Ji.
Or
No, it's clear.
No,
No,
it's
it's
clear.
clear, Ji.
so this is a tricky question always. Shas, what pratyaya, sarvadhatukam or ardhadhatukam, if I ask, you say not applicable. Therefore, the Angakarya and all what we talk about, that doesn't apply here. It's not applicable. Okay. So therefore, some knowledge of the Sutra Pata is helpful when we derive the forms, even though we don't apply sutras as such and we derive, but some knowledge will be helpful. Now, if the Prakriti is Dhatu, then it takes Ting Pratyaya. Then it takes Ting Pratyaya, Krit Pratyaya, Kritya Pratyaya. All these are different types of Pratyayas. Ting Pratyayas, we know, 18 Pratyayas. Krit Pratyaya, a list of Pratyayas are there. And one more Pratyaya is there, which is Kritya. Kritya Pratyaya. Kritya is also comes under the category Krit. Kritya is also a Pratyaya. Kritya is also referred to a collection of Pratyaya, which also comes under Krit topic. Topic. So all these Pratyayas are covered in the third chapter. Then, if the Prakriti is Pratipadikam, then the Pratipadikam can take Supratyaya we know, or Taddita pratyaya or samasanta pratyaya, etc. And these are covered in the other two chapters, 4th and 5th chapter. Okay. So now we are interested only in the 3rd chapter, pratyas. In that, think pratyas we have discussed. We are discussing and we will continue to discuss. Now we are interested in krit pratyas and later we will see kritya. Okay. Then, number 2. I think here I asked you one question in the last class. The pratyas added to dhatus, they are classified into sarvadhatukam and adhadhatukam. So the sarvadhatuka, adhadhatuka pratyaya, they are located in the 3rd chapter. Tingshit sarvadhatukam, that is the definition of sarvadhatukam. So tip plus g and also shap, shan, shar, all these are sarvadhatuka pratyaya. And what is ardhadhatukam? That which is not ting and that which is not shit, it is ardhadhatukam. So can I say that which is not thing, that which is not thing, that which is not thing, it is ardhadhatuka pratyaya, right? Because thing is already covered in sarvadhatuka. So can I say ardhadhatukam is a thing? Yes or no? I can say
Yes.
that which are not thing.
Yes,
That which are not thing could be shit also. Therefore, if I had to add that which are not shit also. So that which are not thing and that which are not shit. That is, a thing refers to the 18 pratyas. Tip tas ji, sip tas ta. They are not ardhadhatukam. Similarly, the pratyas where shakara is it, they are also not ardhadhatukam. Okay. So then what is krit? If it's sarvadhatukam or ardhadhatukam? I think this is what this question was I asked you, right?
G on doubt.
Yeah.
The Ganavikarana pratyayas should they be called as ting pratyayas or?
Ganavikana pratyaya, you cannot call it a thing. It is not in the 18
In the 18.
pratyaya. So it is not thing pratyaya.
Okay.
It can be sarvadhatuka pratyaya if it is shit.
Okay.
Can anyone say what was the question I asked in the last class? Yes. If tingshit sarvadhatukam ardhadhatukam sheshaha, so that it is that which is not thing and that also not shit, it is ardhadhatukam. Now my question was, yes, can a krit pratyaya, is a krit pratyaya sarvadhatukam or ardhadhatukam? That was my question. That's what's written here also. What is krit then? It is sarvadhatukam or ardhadhatukam. This is a bit difficult to answer, but those who have attended my previous classes, they can answer. So, sorry?
Ardhadhatukam.
All krit pratyas are ardhadhatukam. No.
No, it
Can
is
any
not.
of the-
It's neither this nor that. Sarvadhatukam nor ardhadhatukam.
Let me ask Vasantiji. One minute. Vasantiji, can you answer? Do you remember? Vasantiji, can you?
I don't remember, Ji, but generally, Krit Pratyas, I'm thinking Ardhadhatukam.
Krit pratyas are ardhadhatukam.
Ardhadhatukam.
See, the definition of sarvadhatukam is thingship. And the krit pratyas cannot be thing. right? The Krit Pratyas cannot be thing. Therefore, there is a definition also. Krit Ating. We have the sutra is Krit Ating. This is a sutra. What does it say? That which is not thing is Krit. That's what I said. That which is not thing is Krit. Okay. With this, you can be able to say, anybody would be able to say, I'm giving you this. Krit is that which is not thing. Now you tell me.
It is Ardhadhatukam.
Sharanji,
It can be both. It can be both, right?
It can be both, right? It is added to shit.
Depends on shakara.
It will be a
Shit,
sarvadhat.
shit.
Exactly. So, this is the definition. A Krit Pratyaya, this is a rule. A Krit is that, this is the rule, the sutra given. Krit is that which is not thing. So, those 18 pratyas cannot be thing, right? Excepting this 18 pratyas, other pratyas, whether it is shit or ashit, they can be whether shit or ashit. They can be what? They can be krit.
Either.
Shit can be, yeah.
They can be krit. Please follow this sequence of argument. So, krit is that, this is by the sutra, krit ating. Krit is that which is not thing. It means those 18 pratyas cannot be thing. Now, and the pratyaya in this, and the pratyas in this can be shit pratyaya or ashit pratyaya. If it is a shit pratyaya, if it is a krit shit pratyaya, then it is sarvadhataka krit. If it is a ashit pratyaya, that is not a shit, but it is krit, because it is not thing. If it is a krit ashit pratyaya, then it can be ardhadhatukam. Okay. Krit is that which is not thing. So krit is not thing, but can be shit. Therefore, because it is shit, therefore it comes under this category, sarvadhatukam. Clear? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Yes, Sharanji.
Again,
Yes,
I repeat.
Sharanji.
Krit is that which is not thing. Okay. So, krit shit when I say, krit is not thing, but it can be shit. If it is shit, then it is sarvadhatukam. Right? Possible.
Sharanji, can you give an example of...
If I say any pratyaya, I will give pratyaya, but it won't be, at this point, you will not able to understand. That's why I'm just asking the different. Anyway, I can give you the pratyaya. Shatra pratyaya is there. Shatra, we are going to see this pratyaya. Shanaj, we have not seen this pratyaya. Shatra, Shanaj, those pratyayas. Okay. These are the krit pratyayas. They are sarvadhataka krit pratyayas. So, krit is that which is not thing, and being a shit, therefore sarvadhataka. So, kritanta pratyaya can be a sarvadhataka krit pratyaya. That is number one. Similarly, krit, if it is ashit, not a shit, then it is ardhadhatukam. It comes under the category ardhadhatukam. Example ask us, we saw tumun. Tumun, is it a shit? Is it a thing? It is a krit pratyaya, therefore it cannot be thing, number one. And it is not shit also. Therefore since it is not shit, therefore it is ardhadhatukam. It is not thing and it is not shit. Therefore ardhadhatukam. And it happens to be krit. Therefore krit ardhadhatukam. Understand? I think this was a question I asked in the last class. Are all krit pratyayas sarvadhatukam or something I asked?
Sharanji, all the krit pratyayas are there is a sarvadhatukam or ardhadhatukam.
Yes, that's what the question. So now you understand. A krit pratyaya can be a sarvadhatukam. A krit pratyaya can be ardhadhatukam also. right? Krit is that which is not ting, number one. But a krit can be a shit or it can be ashit also. If it is a shit, then sarvadhatukam. If it is ashit, then ardhadhatukam. Now we are getting familiar with the terms. We are not yet get into the pratyaya and the formation. This is a bit technical, but it's good to understand now. Take some time, doesn't matter. Let this sink in your head. So, is it clear? Any doubts?
Yes, Sharanji.
Please
Yes,
think.
Sharanji.
If you have doubts, you ask. Clarify it. It's not difficult. You have to know from here. You have to know from ting shit sarvadhatukam. That first. If this must be very clear, starting from there. Okay. Sarvadhatukam is that which is ting and which is shit. Ting pratyas and shit pratyas. That is pratyas which has shakara as the ith letter. So the pratyas which are covered in the third chapter of the Ashtadhyayi. Third chapter means the 4 sections of the Ashtadhyayi. And the pratyas which come under the ting category, or the pratyas which has shakara as the ith letter, they are called sarvadhatukam. And the remaining, all the pratyas, it means it is not ting, it is not shit, they comes under the category ardhadhatukam. This is the general classification of the pratyas in the third chapter. Now within that, we have got krit pratyas, which are not ting pratyaya. That is a rule. Krit ating. And now krit being ating, but it can be shit or it can be ashit. If it is a shit, then it gets the status of being a sarvadhatukam. By the definition, ting shit sarvadhatukam. If it is ashit, then it gets the status of ardhadhatukam. Ardhadhatukam sheshaha. Ardhadhatukam cannot be ting, it cannot be shit, and this fulfills krit ashit. Therefore, ardhadhatukam. Clear?
Yes, Sharanji.
Yes,
Yes,
Sharanji.
Any doubts?
Yeah.
Samshayam asti va? Nasti.
Yeah. Asti.
Asti.
Yeah.
Samshayam asti. Adle sandeham varakoodadu. Okay. If this is clear, then I can confuse you by asking one more question.
ஒரு சந்தேகம் ஜி.
Please kill me.
பிரத்யாஸ் added to தாதுஸ் தான் போட்டிருக்கீங்க. பட் சத்ரு அண்ட் சானச் வந்து நமக்கு பிராதிபதிகம் தானே கிடைக்கும்.
சத்ரு அண்ட் சானச்
ஆட் பண்ணது பிராதிபதிகத்துல தானே நம்ம ஆட் பண்ணுவோம். நாம ரூபம் தானே அது. சத்ரு.
So
அப்ப சார்வதாதுகம் ஆர்த்ததாதுகம்னு வருமா? தாதுஸுக்கு மட்டும் தானே சார்வதாதுகம் and ஆர்த்ததாதுகம்.
Yes, Amma. Yes, you're right. So krit pratyaya to what you're adding? Dhatus dane?
Okay.
Therefore, you understand what your question is? Please ask me again the same question in English.
இல்ல நம்ம இது தாதுவோட பிராதிபதி நாம ரூபத்தோட தானே பிராதிபதிகம் நம்ம சொல்லுவோம்.
ஆமா.
அப்ப பிராதிபதியம் நம்ம தாதுவா தான் எடுக்கணுமா?
Pratipadikam? No. The Pratipadikam derived from the Kridanta, they said it has got the Kriya in it. Because derived from the Dhatu, it has got Kriya. See, Ramaha Kadati. Rama is not Kriya. It is a person or anything. Okay. So, but when there is a Pratipadikam which is derived from the Dhatu, it has got the action, the Kriya Dhatu in it. So it denotes the action. So it has got the action in it. Therefore, it plays the role of a verb, I said. Like the Ikta Pratyaya, Tavatu Pratyaya, Ramaha Akadat. Ramaha Kaditavan. Kaditavan is what? Don't worry, others. We are going to see that later. Kaditavan is Pratipadikam. Ramaha Kraditavan, where is Kriyapadam? You can add Kriyapadam if you want Asit. Right? But
Yes.
Kraditavan is Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Ramaha is Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Where is the Kriyapadam? The Kraditavan plays the role of Kriya. That's what I
You
said.
are told it can be taken. That's all.
Yes. So Kaditavan, since it is past, therefore Asit. Ramaha Kadan Asti, I can say. Kadan also. Kadan derived from the Kadu Dhatu. So verbal derivative playing the role of the verb.
Okay.
So Asti we supply. Kadan Asti. Ramaha
Wait.
Kadan. Clear?
Okay, okay, thank you.
Okay. So that question is different. So now I was saying I will ask one question. Now you tell me. This is important to know. This doubt must come. I given here some pratyaya which we are going to see later. Shatru. Shatru is a pratyaya which is in the 3rd chapter. Therefore, we know this pratyaya Shatru must be added to dhatu. Shanaj is another pratyaya which is in the 3rd chapter. Therefore, we know it is also added to dhatu. Similarly, tumun also. The difference is Shatru. It's a krit pratyaya because it is not thing. By this definition, krit a thing. The shatru pratyaya, what you see shatru, it is not a thing pratyaya. Therefore, it is a kridanta pratyaya. But it is shit. Shakara is it letter. Okay, you understand that shakara as it letter. The content of this pratyaya is at only. Okay, therefore you know shakara is it and the ru also it. The content being at and shakara is it. Therefore, it is sarvadhatukam because thing shit sarvadhatukam. Similarly, shanach you take. Shanach is not a thing, and this is in the 3rd chapter added to dhatu. Therefore, it is a pratyaya. What pratyaya? Since it is not a thing. It is not a thing. Therefore, it is krit pratyaya. But it is shit. The content is honor. It is a shit pratyaya. Therefore, it is sarvadhataka. Sarvadhataka krit. The shatra and shanach both are sarvadhataka krit. Whereas tumun, the content is tum, which is not thing. Therefore, krit pratyaya. And which is not shit. Therefore, ardhadhataka. So, ardhadhataka krit pratyaya. Right? Now, let me ask you, shap, shat, shen. What are these pratyayas then? Are they sarvadhatukam or ardhadhatukam?
Sarvadhatukam.
Sarvadhatukam.
They are sarvadhatukam. Sarvadhatukam. Yeah, sarvadhatukam pratyaya we know. Yes. Yeah, because shit.
Yeah.
Is it a krit or not?
Ganavikana.
Ganavikana is one. Okay, that's fine. It is a Ganavikana pratyaya. It is a sarvadhatukam pratyaya. My question is whether these are krit or not.
They are not things. So
It can be a krit, Sharanji.
Can.
It can be a krit.
It can be. It's good. It can be
It
a
can be a
krit.
krit. Yeah.
They are not thing.
They are not thing. Therefore, krit pratyaya. Therefore, krit pratyaya, right? They are not thing. Therefore, krit pratyaya. That's okay. A thing. So what stops giving these as krit pratyaya? Doesn't stops, right? They are not thing. Therefore, krit. And being shakara, it. Therefore, you are saying krit sarvadhatukam, right?
Yeah. Yes, Sharanji.
Now, your understanding is correct based on what I said. But there is something more to it. Let me explain that. Shat, sha, shen, these are, first thing is, these are sarvadhatuka pratyaya. That is very clear. Because shakara is it. Now the question is whether it is krit or not. Question is whether it is krit or not. Krit, a thing I said. That is the definition of krit. That which is not thing is called krit. These are not thing. Shap, sha, shen. These are not thing. Therefore, it must be krit. Therefore, it must be krit, we think. But it is not. These are not krit pratyaya. The reason is The reason you can know only when you study the Ashtadhyayi, but I'm just giving you is the based on Ashtadhyayi give you the reason. This Krit thing, this here only the Ashtadhyayi and all is important. Without that also we can do, but if you have this knowledge, it will help you all the way. So Krit thing, this information may be more, but it is better to know. If possible, you remember this. I won't compel you. 3393. This is Krit Ating is 3393. That is, the 3 is the chapter, and 3 is the section, and 93 is the sutra number. Okay. Krit Ating is 3393. So the definition of Krit Ating, it is only from this sutra 3393. That is starting from this sutra, not 33. It is 31. By mistake I put 33. Sorry, it is 31. Okay, 3193. Starting from this sutra, that is third chapter, first section, 93rd sutra, up to the end of third chapter, fourth section, the last sutra. The last sutra, the number I don't know. I'm just saying last sutra. The number is 117. Then right here, last, the end of the chapter. Starting from 3193 up to the end of the chapter. So those pratyas which are covered in this range, they only are classified as Krit Ating, not the pratyas which precede 3193. First you understand this much. Pratyas which are covered from 3193 up to the end of the chapter, they are classified into, they are classified as Krit. They can get the Sanya Krit, provided if it is not Ting. Whereas the Pratyaya before 3193, there they don't have this Sanya, Krit Sanya. Krit Sanya is not there. Krit Sanya is not applicable for the sutras before 3193. Krit Sanya not applicable. And this Shap, Sha, Shan, they come before 3193. Therefore, they do not get the Sanya Krit. Therefore, they do not get the Sanya Krit. Therefore, Shap, Sha, Shan, these are Sarvadhatukam, but not Krit. Is it difficult to understand? It will be difficult because talking about the sutra and the range and the other thing. Only this much, don't worry. I will not load you with more information. This much only. You need to know because Shapshan we are using. Therefore, I'm saying this. These are not Krit. These are not Krit Pratyaya. Akrit. Akrit, and it is Akrit Sarvadhatukam. You can say Akrit Sarvadhatukam. These are not Krit, but these are Sarvadhatukam. Understand this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Sharan.
Yes.
So Sharanji, after all this, then we are coming back to all the Krit Pratyayas are Sarvad Ardhatukam only.
No, not at all. Why? What is
Because
it?
if we are not calling those others as not, we are not classifying them as a Krit.
No, Shatru Shanaj is there. Are they not Sarvadhatukam? Krit Sarvadhatukam? Krit can be Sarvadhatukam or Ardhatukam. That is the answer. Okay. A Krit Pratyaya can be Sarvadhatukam or Ardhatukam. A Krit Pratyaya adding Shakara, the it letter. Possible, right?
Yes.
Example I have given Shatru Shanaj, which we are going to see later.
Okay.
Those are present participles. And Tuman is example. Tuman is an example for the Ardha Krit. Now, here in this particular Shap, Sha, Shan, which we are familiar with, because we are exposed to the Gana, four Gana Vikarana Pratyas, there the doubt may come. It is Shap, which is not thing. So therefore, you may think it is a Krit. That notion, I am knocking it off with the presentation of Ashtadhyayi. Right? So in the Ashtadhyayi, starting from 3193 onwards, only this definition holds good, not before that. The Shap, Shan, Sha, Shan, all these comes before 3193. Therefore, they cannot be called as Krit, but they are Sarvadhatuka.
So the Shatru and Shanach also will come after the 3193, correct?
Yes, that is why it's called Krit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, it's clear now.
If this is clear, then what we are going to talk, the Tumun and Lep, Shatru, Shanaj, Tapratyaya, Tavatu Pratyaya, very important pratyas. If you know this, you will have a very good grip over the language. You can read any text, you will be able to understand. Krit is very important. So if this is clear, then we can stop here. If it is not clear, then also we have to stop here. You ask me a question, I will answer. Please ask. Otherwise, I will ask you a question. You answer it. Yeah, please ask.
Yeah, Sharanji, like when we apply the Tumun, we get Gantum and things like that. What do we call them? Are they are not Kriya Padam? What is, when is,
they
what
are
is the word?
indeclinable. Indeclinables. Yeah, we are going to see that. Okay. I mean, we have not yet, last class I introduced, but we will see the derivations, how it is derived. Adding to the Dhatu, Tumun, Kartum, Patitum, Gantum, Kaditum, Gavitum, Drashtum. So all those forms we are going to see.
Okay, Sharanji. Thank
you. Sharanji, one question.
Yes.
Can we say that all Ganavikarana Pratyayas are Akrit?
All Ganavikarana, yes, you can say. Because
whatever
they are all
comes
covered,
in,
they are all
Gana,
covered before 3193. Yes, yeah, right.
All of them are Akrit.
Yes. Okay, let me ask you this question. Yeah. What about, I'm asking only what we are familiar with. What about Nich?
Nich is an additional Pratyaya.
What about Nich? It is Sarvadhatukam or Ardhadhatukam first thing is.
Well,
Ardhadhatukam.
It is not thing, it is not shit.
It is not thing, yeah, shit.
It is not thing, it is not shit. Therefore, it is
Ardhadhatukam.
It is Ardhadhatukam. Okay, and I tell you, this also is covered before 3193. So therefore, now you can tell me what it is.
It's Akrit.
It is Akrit.
It's a Krit. It is a Krit.
Before 3193. Sumati. This is before 31.
Then it's a Krit.
Before 3193.
No, it is Akrit. It is Akrit.
Not a Krit Pratyaya. So you should know what are Krit Pratyayas, what are not. So similarly, okay, let me give another one. We are familiar with Ning. That also before.
That also is before.
It's also Akrit.
Akrit. Sarvadhatukam.
Ardhadhatukam.
Ardhadhatukam. Okay, that's good. Only this much. If you understand this, okay, let me summarize. You can mute me because my voice is reverberating because of somebody's mic, I think. I'll mute your mic. Now please see. Thing shits. Some audio issue. Okay. Thing shits Sarvadhatukam. Just a minute, please. Tingshit. Tingshit sarvadhatukam. Okay. That is the definition. Tingshit sarvadhatukam ardhadhatukam sheshaha. Important definition to remember. The pratyayas covered in the 3rd chapter classified into sarvadhatukam and ardhadhatukam. So ting pratyayas, the 18 pratyayas, and the pratyayas having shakara with the letter, they are sarvadhatukam. Anything other than that, ardhadhatukam. This is a general broad classification of the pratyayas added to dhatus. Number 1. Within that, there are krit pratyayas which are not ting. That is defined in 3.193. Starting from 3.193 up to the end of that chapter, that is the 3rd chapter. It means it covers all the 4 sections. 1st section, 2nd section, 3rd section, 4th section. In all the sections, that which are not ting is called krit. That which are not ting is called krit. Now, a krit pratyaya can be shit, can be ashit. If it is a shit, then we can call it as sarvadhatuka krit pratyaya. If it is not shit, then it is ardhadhatuka krit pratyaya. This is number 2. Number 3 is shap, shan, sha. Hello. These are the pratyayas which are before 3.193. Therefore, they do not get the sanya krit. Therefore, I said akrit. Because being shit, therefore they are sarvadhatukam. Similarly, which and ning, they are also covered before 3.193. Therefore, they are akrit. Ardhadhatukam. They are akrit. Ardhadhatukam. If we can understand this, then we can proceed in the next class. Okay. So we stop here. You can contemplate, do nididhyasanam on this. About 5 days. So please remember this. We stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. I will send you this WhatsApp. You can just think about this. Any doubts, please ask me in the next class.
Charanji, I have one quick question.
Yes.
The dhatus you were showing, they're on OneDrive, the ones we were doing this before at the beginning of the class.
It is not done. It is to be edited. Not edited.
That you said you sent it to us. I didn't.
I sent it through WhatsApp.
I didn't see them recently, or is it a long time back?
I don't know. Remember, I can send you again.
Yeah, I would appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Sharanji. Dhanyawada.
Dhanyawada, Sharanji.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಜಿ.